Good afternoon. My name is Gilbert Aguilar, and I would like to share three values that relate to my culture as a Mexican American. They are benevolence, universalism, and polychromic time. The first value that I would like to speak about is benevolence. According to our textbook, Intercultural Communication, it states benevolence is defined as the inclination to be kind and to help others. Short specifically ties it to preserving and enhancing the prosperity of the ones closest to you. Now, I would like to share several pictures of my family holding my newborn daughter. Benevolence ties in well with my family because as Mexican Americans, we have a closest to where we are involved in each other's lives. Even though we have families of our own, we make it a point to be involved in each other's lives, especially during important life events. Now, here's a picture of my brother. My brother is very busy. He's always busy, but he always somehow makes the time to help others. A recent incident that occurred was when a drunk driver hit my house late at night. Here are some of the damages. Emergency repairs had to be made right away, and even though he's busy, my brother came first thing in the morning to help me. This demonstrates benevolence because it shows the strong support that we have for one another. This value brings comfort in knowing that we are there for each other in times of need. He didn't do it for financial reasons or obligations, but because we were raised to take care of each other. Now, here's a picture of my grandma. My grandma is the oldest living relative that we have. She is very important to us. To pay our respects and show our love, we make regular visits to her. Now, we were raised to not only be kind to the ones closest to us, but to others as well. That brings me to my next value, which is universalism. In our textbook, universalism is defined as care and concern for all people and for nature. This is a picture of my mom in the house that I grew up in for most of my life. My mom's kindness displays universalism because her house was a place of food and shelter for those beyond our primary group. She was willing to lend a helping hand to those in need. She even got my friend off the street who fell on hard times and became homeless. Through my mom's example, it showed me how important it was to be kind to others and lend a helping hand if you can. As Mexican Americans, another way we demonstrated universalism was through food. Here's a tray of tamales, a Mexican traditional dish that my mom would make on a regular. You didn't have to be family to get a home cooked meal from us. In fact, it was not uncommon to have people over to come and eat and bring someone we initially did not know. And these pictures show how important it was, how important nature was to us. We were taught to respect nature and how important it was to preserve it. In fact, till this day, if I see trash on the ground, I will pick it up, regardless of whose it was in the first place. Camping made us more interactive with each other. There was no outside distractions, and there was little importance placed on time. That brings me to my next value, which is polychromic time. According to our textbook, polychromic time is defined as a time orientation that views time as circular or reoccurring. These are pictures of me and my family hanging out on the weekend, but the weekday was not uncommon either. No matter what was in the day's agenda, we made it a point to spend time with each other. That was what was most important to us. It was not uncommon to reschedule appointments or obligations. That's why we camped so much as well. We did not view the weekend as a time to get things done rather than opportunity to spend time with each other. Monochronic oriented people might view the weekend as a time to tie up loose ends or get ahead of next week's deadlines. However, we saw it as another opportunity to hang out with each other. Our time was definitely more flexible in comparison. Now, now the three values that I presented today were benevolence, universalism, and polychromic time. The similarities that I noticed between all three were they had collective traits. They involved a group setting or having the intention to be kind to one another, especially benevolence and universalism. Polychronic time was motivated towards others. Now, I felt like they had more things in common than different. The only difference was the aspects that they focused on, which were primary group, everyone, and time, respectively. As a man with a multiracial family of my own, the values that we express are a little bit different. We tend to lean more towards monochronic time. With obligations and responsibilities, we have a more set schedule. However, we do value the time where we're not worrying about those things. The two values that remain unchanged are benevolence and universalism. These two are deep rooted in my upbringing as a Mexican American that I'm not willing to change in any stage of my life. So I hope you enjoyed me talking about values as in my culture as a Mexican American. Thank you.